watched the ACC the last 4 years, you know what a competitor Jose Alvarado is. And
he cares about winning more than he does about breathing.
He is just as tough as you could possibly want. Jose Alvarado has been the maestro, the conductor, and the finisher.
And he is fearless, and he makes big shots.
Jose Alvarado, another big shot.
Oh, that's a dime right there.
Jose Alvarado, what a take!
Alvarado taking the game into his own hands right now.
Alvarado is like a magician for Georgia Tech. Game after game, continuing to pull rabbits out of his hat.
That's the type of point guard you want to play with.
Packer and Durham leads right into our next guest. Big game tomorrow. Virginia comes rolling into the ATL. Wes, you talked earlier this week. Man, nobody in the ACC is having a whole lot of fun road tripping to Atlanta lately because it's hard to win down there. And Notre Dame found out over the weekend, despite putting half 100 in the first half and lead by 15 and had a 17-point lead, nothing safe when you play the Jackets right now. They're playing good basketball.
You know what, Pac, I was thinking about this, and I didn't mention it yesterday, but now that he joins us, I guess this is an appropriate time to do it because the last time Georgia Tech was as successful at home against the ACC as they have been now, they also had a point guard from Brooklyn. Jose Alvarado is just the latest Brooklyn point guard, the last one to be as successful against the ACC at the corner of 10th and Fowler was Stephon Marbury. So that's pretty good company. I think you'll take that, won't you, Jose?
Any time of the day, man. That's a good category to be part of, and I'm happy I'm one of them.
Well, I know this much. You had to be happy with that comeback because that told me a lot about your team. I know at halftime, you give up 50, you're down 15. There was no doubt that the fight was going to start. And, man, you guys absolutely dictated tempo in that second half, didn't you?
Yeah, for sure. We had some really good wins prior to the other games, but I think this is our best win as a team. We showed that, when we down, it's not just a game that we're going to give up. We're going to keep fighting to the end. And that's what we did, and we got a great win against a great team.
You guys are it's kind of like a cliffhanger team. I mean, you mentioned the deficit the other night against Notre Dame. I mean, the way you guys defend, there's a lot of blue collar in this team. There's a lot of risk reward in this basketball team, Jose. How much of that is based on the experience of a year ago?
Oh, huge. Coach always talk about it that we're an older group, that we can't make, the young mistakes, that we got to go in there with the right mindset. And that's what we do, man. I mean, we make mistakes, but I guess when you experience, you know when the next possession, how important it is. You got to get a big-time steal. You got to get a big-time stop, big-time rebound. And that's what we do. We go in there. We're going to make mistakes, but we got to make up for the mistakes and as the right way.
Jose, you get the big comeback against Notre Dame. You have the terrific win against Louisville. Against the Florida State, where you guys just played lights out. I wanted to take you on the road. The close losses at Duke, the close losses at Virginia. Do you think that was a catalyst for your team to say, hey, guess what? You know what? We played some really good clubs on the road. Really could have won both those games, but didn't. It's the little things that put us over the top. And you kind of saw that in this now new refound winning streak where you guys have a lot of momentum right now.
Yeah. Like I tell everybody, we don't go on a road just to say, hey, let's get a close game with Virginia and Duke since they so good. No, we go in there to take their heads off and win the game. We don't go in there just to be like, oh, let's have a good game with them. No, we went in there to try to win, and obviously those two games didn't go our way, but in my way and the way I told my team is I think we lost those games because of us, those little mistakes as we watch film. Obviously, they're very great two teams that we lost to, but I feel like if we would have played Georgia Tech basketball from the first start to the end, I think we would have ended up winning those two games. But like Coach said, ACC is a great opportunity, and we got Virginia, and hopefully we get payback.
All right. Now, you're one of the top 3 scorers in the league. You're the league leader in steals. So I'll draw the line here. Which is the more valuable piece in your arsenal right now? The defensive end of the floor, where you're obviously causing a lot of problems, or what you're doing from a scoring perspective?
Hey, man, I think everyone knows that I want to be a defensive player. I want to win defensive defensive player of the year. That's all I really want. I want decent. I want everyone known for me as playing defense. When they play against me, I'm gonna be like, you gotta be careful with him because he might steal the ball every time. So that's what I really want.
Jose, when I watch you play, and I'm talking about you specifically now, it looks like you're having so much fun. I mean, you're out there playing with your hair on fire. You got the air guitar thing going on. You're playing the drums. You're talking. You're looking around. Man, it's just so much energy when you play. Kind of take us behind the scenes a little bit in terms of how you get fired up for a game.
Oh man, just going in like, obviously with a pandemic going on and knowing that we had just a game that is going on, I'm happy and I'm excited that we got a game going on. Like, cause you never know when it could get canceled. But going into the game, I tell you this, like, I just go into like, let's win the game. What can I do to impact to win the game? And all those like reactions and like getting everybody pumped. That's just natural. I swear I don't think about it. Sometimes I don't remember it. It just goes in my game, and it just comes out. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's just so fun to play basketball, man. I always compare it to my grandma that passed away from cancer. She woke up every day fighting for her life, and I used to wake up every day just complaining. I got practice. It's too early. So she showed me is if I gotta wake up just to go to practice, I shouldn't complain. I should just go out there and give it all I got because she just showed me that you can be so much stronger than what you say you are, and just go out there and do what you love. And that's what I do. I just try to go out there and enjoy every moment because with this pandemic, you never know when it's your last game, and obviously in real life, you never know when it's that time.
That's fair. And the attitude is infectious among your teammates. Now, you guys aren't a particularly deep basketball team. So the momentum and the attitude has got to be able to handle some of the adversity that comes on in a ball game too. You talked about Saturday night against Notre Dame, but let's be honest, Jose, here's a tough stretch now. Starting tomorrow night with Virginia, you guys are going to have some big games. Friday night at Clemson, you're in the midst of I think it's 5 games in about 11 days or something of that neighborhood. What's that attitude have to be in order to be successful for Georgia Tech?
Take one game at a time, one possession at a time. Obviously, is a big stretch of a week for us, but we know that, and we gotta get mentally prepared and just physically prepared, and just go out there and really play Georgia Tech basketball because it doesn't go your way every time. They're gonna make runs, we're gonna make runs. It's just all about keeping your composure and playing together. And I'll tell my guys that this is an important week. We don't got no excuses that, we got 11 games and 5 games in 11 days. We just got to keep on going out there and play every game like it's our last because, honestly, to be honest, this week could change our whole season. We go out there and really do what we're supposed to do this whole week. Hey, they be talking about us different.
Jose, you said you'd love to win the ACC Defensive Player of the Year award. Somebody said, hey, snap my fingers. I'm going to hand you the award. All right, I'm going to snap my fingers. I'm going to hand it to you, but you've got to answer this question. Who's the toughest guy for you to defend in the conference?
Oh, this is good.
Be honest.
How about that?
No. I knew you were going to go, and I knew you were you're in your mind. You're like, I'm not going to give anybody any credit because I don't want them to know.
Nobody gets any credit. Come on, man.
So it's got to be somebody in the league.
Man, it's a lot of good hard players to guard in the ACC. To be honest, for the hardest person, just to be honest, I think it's the kid I'm going against Wednesday, Sam. He's pretty tough. He's pretty he's very
Sam
calm. Sam Hauser. He's pretty calm, very disciplined on how he's gonna get his buckets. He doesn't do it too much, and really gets the job done at a high level. So that's why I'm really excited to go against him again. I think we lost because he shot two right in my face. I took it personal, and I got to go out there and try to get at least two steals on him from the jump. But he's a pretty good player.
Hey, by the way, I want to follow up with something here. I want to just follow up real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
You are, like I said, I love watching you play because you just look like you're out on the playground, boys. We're just having a ball. Let's just go have fun. We're balling, right? You got 2 hours to showcase. Let's go do it. Do you ever get a sense that you're getting under people's skin during a game?
Oh yeah, of course.
You love that, don't you?
And when they say something to me, it just amps me a little more and gets me more going. To be honest, so I just gave my secret away. So don't say nothing to me, and I'll be all right.
All right, we're not going to tell anybody. All right, here's we talked about your personality, and I think it's great. I mean, there was a player about a decade or so ago at Maryland when they were still in the ACC named Gravis Vasquez, who I thought changed the entire dynamic of Maryland's playing personality, much like you've done at Georgia Tech. But your guy on the wing, Michael DeVoe, is this calm, cool, silky smooth guy. He looks like the ice compared to your fire. I mean, does that just work together because you guys are basically came in together, you understand one another, you have that kind of karma with your basketball?
Oh, for sure. You know, like he said, he's a whole totally different player than me, but he's a very good player, so I'm okay with it. But Mike knows going in that he gonna give it all he's got. It's just a different way. It's just a different way of showing it. It's not all showing it with passion and stuff like that. But he is passionate about the games and want to win it just as bad as me. It's just a different role, and we know that. We understand that from each other, and we go out there. We tell each other, let's go get this win. It's on us, and we go out there and try to do the best that we can be to get the win.
Jose, we've had your coach, Josh Pastner, on a bunch, and we've even shown video after you guys win big games on the road, stopping by some Circle K or some QT or whatever the convenience store is. You guys are loading up and all kinds of stuff. If I allowed you free reign to walk into Bob's Fun Hut right down the street from here, and you could get anything out, what is the first go-to at the convenience store for you after a big win?
I like cookie and cream ice cream. That's my go-to. I love it. I love that, and I can eat that all day. Like cookie dough with cookie all that. That's what I like.
Yeah, it never goes out of style, right? That never goes out of style.
Yeah,
no.
All right. Last thing from me. Have you guys gotten on Pastner about the face shield? Because Jose, it's a little different look for him, right? I mean, see, and I know it's become a joke because I can tell by the way you're reacting that you guys, I mean, when he gets after you and he's wearing the face shield, do you have a hard time keeping a straight face sometimes?
No, because Pat's a pretty serious dude when he gets in that little circle, and he don't like to joke around, nothing. But like after practice or in games, when we got a big win or it's just a regular win, we joke around. Doesn't he look like a little football player with a face mask? Like, yeah, come on. You gotta love him.
That's funny. All right, last question. There are traditional question every student athlete. What has been the hardest class for you at Georgia Tech?
My designer class. I'm in an LSE major, and I never knew so much what you could do with a picture or take out a picture and how it affects the looks of it. It might have sounded simple right now, but I promise you it's not.
All right. Well, listen, you are like I said, a joy to watch play because you're just out there having fun. You got it totally in perspective, and keep driving everybody crazy, man. Can't wait for that game tomorrow night. That's a big one.
Me either, but I thank y'all for having me, and I appreciate everything y'all saying about me.